Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today I'm back at one of my favorite little creeks to do some early morning trout fishing. We are here just as the sun's coming up. We've got some crystal clear water conditions, and it's going to be an awesome day of fishing. But in today's video, I wanted to hop into a few tips that a lot of people don't know and will really help you catch a lot more fish out here on the creek. I get tons of questions asking me why I do certain things, and in today's video, I'm going to try to cover some of those questions for you guys. But starting off our day, we're going to be throwing around one of my pink creek grubs on a 1/32 ounce ball head jig. I do have a small split shot weight attached. We're here in a spot that's got some deeper pockets, and I really want that lure to get down there into the strike zone as fast as possible. And I've got that rigged up on some 6-pound fluorocarbon line. One of the first tips I want to share with you guys is fluorocarbon line when you're trout fishing is a must. For any kind of jig and spinner fishing, you really need that fluorocarbon. The only exception is when you're throwing those dough baits and you want that dough bait to rise, you want to throw that monofilament as it has some floating capabilities. But I've got that 6-pound line spooled up on to a Pfluger President size 25 reel, backed by a Fenwick Eagle 6-foot 8-inch rod. But let's not waste any time. Let's hop in here today. We'll talk about a few tips and tricks that I use to catch these trout, and we'll just see how many we can catch. So stick around and let's have some fun. There we go, fish on. Watch that one come over and just crush it. Big jump. Beautiful rainbow trout. Oh yeah. Gorgeous colors on this one. Got that grub right where you want to see it. Got a quick pop loose. We'll take a look at that one. Gorgeous fish. Let's let him go. All right, everyone. A very, very important tip when you're out doing some trout fishing, especially in clear water scenarios, just like today, is to wear something that's kind of dark. If you're going to be standing next to these fish and you can see them, well, odds are they can see you. I choose to wear this camouflage because, as you guys can see in the background, a lot of the places I fish, especially in the spring and summer, has foliage growing in the background. And well, I can just kind of blend in. Oftentimes I can walk up on these trout, and within just a few minutes of standing still, they completely forget that I'm even around, and I can stand and catch them with ease. But I'll see a lot of guys come out to the creek and they'll be wearing blaze orange like they're turkey hunting, or wearing some super bright colors like they're on a construction site, and that is a huge no-no. Those fish can see you and they're going to come over, give you a look, and then away they go. And odds are you'll spook off every fish in the hole. So remember, wearing those dark colors is key, especially around clear water situations when you plan on getting close. There we go. Wow, watch that one come over and just crush it. Another gorgeous little rainbow trout. This one's colors are quite interesting. Instead of that pink lateral line, it's more of a peach color. Wow, super angry in the net. Got himself all wrapped up. There we go. Calm down, little buddy. We're going to set you free. Right back in here to join your buddies. There we go. Quick pop loose. Gorgeous fish. Let's let him go. There he goes, sliding back in there. Heck yeah, everyone. And another very important tip that a lot of people don't realize is if you can see a fish, for instance, right here in front of me, you don't want to make that cast directly on his head. A lot of people think, oh gosh, I made the perfect cast. I put it right where that fish just rose. Surely I'm going to catch him. When in reality, what you want to do is send that lure upstream. Anytime you're fishing in creeks or rivers, that water is moving, and you want to give that bait time to really fall down there into position in order to catch those fish. So you cast it several feet upstream, give that lure time to fall. I often add a split shot to help that fall rate and speed it up a little bit, and then you bring it by those fish. And once you get it down to where you think those fish are, and you're in that strike zone, then you prepare for that bite. But a lot of people, they will just cast directly where they think the fish are, And oftentimes, all they'll do is simply spook them. That splash on the surface will displace them fish. They'll move out of the way, and you end up making multiple casts to that same little spot. You end up scratching your head and wondering why you can't catch them. And that's because your cast placement was just a little bit off. Alright everyone, another major tip that I oftentimes forget to mention when I'm out here making these videos is polarized glasses. Here I've got a pair of the Guggen Squad Mondo Optics. This is a large lookers, one of my favorite pairs of glasses out there on the market. You can catch them on sale pretty often, but they really do cut that reflective surface off the water and allow you to see down there and really see what that lure's doing. Oftentimes you'll hear me say, oh, here he comes, or I seen that fish hit it, and that's because I'm using those lenses, and they really do help me see what's going on down there and help me get a few extra bites. As a matter of fact, as you guys can see, we're looking down into the water right there. I'm just going to add my lens over top. Hopefully that picks up, and you guys can see how much more you can see down there, including that creek grub coming by. And that really does make all the difference when trout fishing, is being able to see what's going on down there, because oftentimes they'll come up and bite and you won't even feel it. But if you can see it, you can set that hook and catch that fish. So if you're out there trout fishing and you're not throwing those polarized lenses, I highly recommend you grab yourself a pair and give them a try, and I'm sure you will catch a lot more fish because of it. All right, another major tip that a lot of people don't understand is your approach to a hole. We're sliding out on a little bit of a rocky bank right here. As you guys can see, it's super deep out in front of us, but you don't want to come out here super fast. Those fish will pick up on those waves and those disturbances going through the water. And I see a lot of guys wade up the creek and they're just trumpling along, kicking over rocks, stirring up dirt, making big waves behind them. And the truth of the matter is, that's the worst case scenario when you're trying to sneak up on fish, especially those larger fish. They will completely hightail it out of there before you ever even get a chance to see them. So make sure on your approach you're being slow and methodical, especially while waiting. Sneak up there as quietly and as easily as you can, and then start making those casts. And don't give up on just the first couple casts. Oftentimes, even with a very slow approach, you key those fish in to you being in the area. What you really need to do is just stand there, fish it for a minute, take your time. Oh, we got crushed right there. Take your time, make several casts, and give that spot time to settle down. Once you're there for a little while, those fish will completely forget you're there, especially if you're wearing those darker clothes. And oftentimes, you can start catching those fish. So don't give up after the first couple casts. Give it a few extra tries, and just like that, you'll pick up those fish. Beautiful rainbow trout right there. Chunky. Wow. Beautiful fish. Oh, kick that grub in the net just beautifully. Calm down, let's look at you. Super angry in the net there. There we go. Give it a quick look. We'll send it on its way. Like I was saying, when you're making that approach, sneak up there as quietly as you can. Give it a few minutes after you get into position. Make several casts. Don't give up immediately. And oftentimes, you'll get rewarded with that bite. Heck yeah, everyone. There we go. That was pretty awesome, everyone. Seen that little guy come up and just crush it. Yes, we did. That was pretty awesome stuff. There we go. Teeny tiny little rainbow. We changed up colors and changed up spots. And there we go. Tricked another fish, biting that old creek grub. Beautiful little guy. Quite small, but he's got some fantastic colors. We'll let him go. Heck yeah, everyone. Alright, everyone. The bite has begun to slow here at stop number 1. So I think it's time to take some of those tips and tricks we've been talking about, heading up the creek a little further, hopping in some different locations, and seeing if we can get a few more to bite. So go ahead and stick around. Let's head that way. Let's see what else the day has to offer. Well, everyone, went about 150 yards upstream. And wouldn't you know it, there's an absolute giant down here. Gonna have to make that right cast. We might just get lucky and get a hook in this one. There we go, fish on. Golly, bouncing all over the rocks. That one had to have the old grub. Yes, he did. Not quite the one I was looking for, but that's okay. We're happy to have him. Calm down, little buddy. I'm going to set you free. These fish are coming out of here just furious today. We'll let him slide on out of here. Take off, little buddy. Back in there to join his buddies. There we go. Alright. Well, we're already down in here now, so all we can do is keep fishing. I am going to upscale, I think, to that old creek bug. Mainly because there's a really nice fish in here. I'd like to do something to get his attention. It would be an absolute awesome fish to cap off our day. We're going ahead and rig up that old black creek bug, just like so. We'll get it back in there and see if we can get one of these nicer fish. Got him. There we go. That's what I've been waiting on. Just him to open up and take it. There we go, everyone. We got him on. Took quite a while. We went through almost every color creek bug. Wow, super nice fish too, everyone. There we go. Got her in the net. Wow. Heck yeah. Well, looks like she's kicked that old creek bug in the net for us. Solid 3-pound rainbow right there. Went through every single color. Ended up on that KO pink. Heck yeah, everyone. She opened up and took it. Let's let her go. There she goes. Right back in there. Heck yeah, everyone. We casted at that fish for several minutes. Changed up colors. She got interested in several different colors. But the pink was really what she was looking at. Finally able to get her to open up for that KO pink on a perfect drift by. And bam, right in the tip of the nose. Got her to the net. Heck yes, everyone. Well, everyone, that is pretty much going to do it for today's little fishing adventure. I had a ton of fun out here sharing some of my favorite tips to help you guys catch more fish. And not just more fish, but even those bigger fish. We fished up and down the creek today, had an absolute blast throwing around those micro creek grubs. We caught 6 or 7 fish on it, shared a bunch of those good tips with you guys, and had a blast doing it. But if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button. And as always, drop me a comment down below. Every comment really does help out the channel, and I do my best to reply to each and every one of them. If you would like to get your hands on some of those lures, using today's video to catch all of those fish, including those creek bugs that caught that absolute tank, all you've got to do is click that very first link in the description. They'll take you straight to my website. Get out there if you can, everyone, and do yourself some fishing and have some fun. And most importantly, be safe and tight lines. And remember, simple things make for a much better day. So be wary of it when you're out there. Follow those rules and catch more fish. See you on the next one.